Hi, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Ray.
And this is Cravey Snabies. Welcome to our channel,
where we are sharing God's infinite wonders,
one snake at a time.
Hello and welcome back.
Hi.
Thanks for your patience, first of all. So we're going to give you, before we introduce you to beautiful Jordyn here, we're going to give you a little bit of an update. I will give you a forewarning. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video than what we try. We're really trying to keep them at 30 minutes. We're failing miserably. But this one has some important information at the beginning. Then I introduce you to Jordyn, and then there's stuff at the end. So please watch all the way through. Please. If you don't have time right away, totally understand. Pause it, come back, watch it later, okay? We're requesting some help, so please watch. So, life, I did a short a little bit while ago. Life has been lifing, and it's been lifing real hard.
Yes, it has.
So, my husband has a number of health issues. My beautiful girl. I may not be able to talk if I'm holding a snake. It's her snake anyway, so they're all our snakes, but in regards to who, paid for them, that's really the difference, and who cleans their enclosures. So my husband has a number of health issues, one of which is diabetes, and that obviously causes his body to heal poorly in some ways, especially things on his feet. He has a very rare autoimmune disease, and that I think he might be the first one in Indiana. I'm not sure. I know he's the first one in our city, but he's for sure the first one in Indiana, or maybe the first one in Indiana, I should say. And that also, it attacks his red blood cells, so his hemoglobin is always very low. The bottom of normal for an average person is 14. If you or I were to get down to a 10, we would feel it. We would be exhausted. And he runs around at an 8 to 8.5. That's average for him. And that's with him getting infusions every other week with this brand new $100,000 drug that is made for his specific autoimmune. Combine all these things. I'm not even sure if we've covered this, but in November, his job was eliminated. He'd been with that company for 25 years. His job was eliminated, and he spent 4 months applying to every place imaginable for jobs that he was more than qualified for jobs that he was overly qualified for jobs that he wasn't qualified for. He was not being fussy about where he was applying. I'm talking Walmart, I'm talking grocery stores, I'm talking corporations doing what he was doing before, and everything in between. It took him 4 months to finally land a job. And he got the job, and it's manual labor, which is a very rough thing to do when you've been having a desk job for 25 years and you're in your 50s. But he did it, and he was rocking it out. He was killing it. But he got injured at work. And he hasn't been there long enough to qualify for short-term disability. And they are fighting him on the workman's comp. So as of right now, we have no money coming in except for my income. Because Kelly's not getting anything yet. I mean, so we got 3 adults living on my income, which is barely enough for one person. So life is lifing really hard. We have faith, though. We have faith in God. He will take care of us. He will absolutely take care of us. We do have things that we are pursuing. But in the meantime, he had to have surgery. So he lost about a total, including all 5 toes, about 40% of his left foot. So he is in a surgical boot. It's been something. It's been something. So he's had surgery. We're dealing with the fact that he can't go back to that particular job at that organization. We are waiting to see how that's going to play out. And then a week from this coming Wednesday, my sister is coming to visit for 2 weeks. This is a good thing. This is the good thing out of all of this. So with all of that, that explains why we have not been releasing videos. If you have not already noticed, we are doing 3 different series of shorts. And they're an actual series. So we have a playlist for each of them, but they all intertwine. They're all related to each other. Okay. So I'm going to give you a quick little rundown of what that schedule is, what it will be again. It is not right now. Every other Tuesday, so starting July 21st, again, every other Tuesday, we release a Hoosier Noodles. That is basically like a little mini soap opera. There's always some thing going on. They've had a trip to Vegas. They've had a cruise, and the snakes and our bearded dragon are the stars. Okay. Obviously we have, this is AI enhanced. We're not playing this off as if our snakes actually really did get on a plane all by themselves and go to Vegas. We have to clarify these things now. It's very obviously AI enhanced pictures, but it's funny. We do it purely for comedy. It's 100% comedy. No education. There's nothing about snake care. There's nothing about our actual snakes and our lives and whatever else. It's all fake, and it's made purely for your entertainment. And it's shorts. None of them are. None of them are more than 3 minutes long. They can't be. So we have Hoosier Noodles. That is the catalyst, if you want to call it that, for the other 2 series. So Hoosier Noodles is every other Tuesday. Then on that same week, on Thursday and Saturday, we release Scale T TV. That is a news program that then interviews key players in the Hoosier Noodles episode. Okay? Then the following week, there's no Hoosier Noodles, there's no Scale T TV, but on Wednesday, there is Hiss and Tell. And that's where somebody spills the beans. Somebody is telling all. Somebody is telling some secrets. And it's just one key player on that one. So, if you haven't already gone and back and watched, go watch them. They're funny. They're awesome. We will be doing them. We love doing them. Life has just been lifing. Really hard.
Yes.
So, this is going to be our last educational or informational video until Sunday, July 19th. We will be recording videos when my sister's here because we're going to have her guest star. We're also going to be guest starring on her new podcast, which I'm not going to get into. I'm going to let her introduce that. She's not doing it yet. She's still getting all the kinks worked out and all the details worked out, but I'm very excited about her podcast. It's not about snakes, but she loves snakes. So we wanted to get this one in here to explain why the absence. We have not abandoned our channel. We are not going to abandon our channel. We love our channel. We love it, love it, love it. It is a true highlight for us. It's just been, we haven't had the time. We genuinely have not had the time. I'm going to show you Jordyn real quick because we're going to get into her now. So, and I will let Kelly talk about her because she is Kelly's snake, but I mean, she's ours. But she is beautiful. See, her tummy is pink. She's getting ready to start a shed. She's not in shed yet, technically. But her tummy is pink, which means she's going to be shedding probably in the next 2 weeks or so, I would guess. But sweet Jordyn. She's so sweet. All right.
Okay, so where do we start with Jordyn? Let's see. Jordyn I actually found on Mork Market. I had been wanting a desert ghost xanthic.
Yeah.
Well,
the Xanthic VPI with Desert Ghost is like an all black and white and gray snake.
she's not Desert Ghost,
No,
but she is Xanthic.
she is a Xanthic, yeah. She is a Xanthic.
Definitely. And so I saw her on Morph Market. I fell in love, and I was
The
like...
Desert Ghost Xanthic snakes, the Desert Ghost Xanthic VPI. There's different ones of Xanthics, but the Xanthic VPI with Desert Ghost, those ones cost around what?
Like 2,000
or more.
Yeah, they're
more.
really expensive.
They are a
ones.
cha-ching snake.
Way more than I can afford. So, what was the deal clincher for me was when I found out where she was from. I said it's meant to be, you know. She's from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and anyone who knows me knows.
Corey's over there going.
Anyone who knows me knows I'm a huge Packers fan, and that actually
Corey's not. Corey's not.
that actually leads into her name.
Yep.
How did she get her name, Jordyn? Well, if you know the Packers, their quarterback is Jordyn Love. So I kind of stole his name and I turned it into a girl version. So her name is spelled with a Y, but that's Jordyn. That's where she got her name.
That's where you got
So it's kind of a funny story though, because she's the first snake that I ordered off of Morph Market. She's actually the only one that I've gotten off of Morph Market.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got Serafina off Morph Market, but she got Jordyn.
And at the time that I got her though, we were having some weather issues. And he was unable to ship her.
You ordered her on March 9th, and
Okay.
she wasn't able to get shipped until March 23rd.
Yeah, there was some issues with the weather. He wasn't able to ship her.
And his wife was having surgery. There was also that. Like, he was going to get her shipped the very next day, but his wife was having surgery. There was other things there too, but it was mainly weather because we're dealing with March, you know, and that's cold in the north where Wisconsin is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually pretty chilly here. So yeah.
So yeah, she didn't come, and he was very apologetic.
It had nothing to do with him. He was amazing. He was amazing. Nothing
he
to
was
do with
awesome.
him. Yeah.
He apologized. He even said, if you decide you don't want her, I totally understand.
Yeah,
you know?
he gave her the out. I'll refund the money, everything.
And I was like, no, I want her. I
She's
want
worth
her.
waiting for.
I'm waiting. That's okay. So
oh my goodness.
I actually ended up getting Gouda before
Yeah.
I got her, just because we had gone to a reptile show.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I fell in love with Gouda, and
then
you'll meet him next time.
Yep, he's the next one.
He's the next one. But she
Yep.
she was worth the wait.
So yeah,
Definitely
she
worth
ordered
the
her
wait.
March 9th. She was shipped March 23rd and then got held up in Memphis just like Serafina did.
Mhm.
And so she didn't actually arrive here until March 26th.
Yep.
So yeah, it was quite a deal.
But she was absolutely beautiful.
But the guy is amazing. I mean, literally, he sends this whole. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
he did. He sent this packet like this in this nice little.
I mean, he's really good.
thing.
We would recommend him for sure.
Had a little sticker in it. Claymore Royals
Yes.
is where we got it from.
Yes, highly recommend him as a seller.
Yep.
Definitely.
And then it had a sheet inside that basically listed all the information of
And the mother, the father, birth date.
his contact information.
Yep.
Testing for specific diseases that
Yep.
they do.
She came disease free, 100% healthy.
I mean, he's legitimate.
He takes great pride in what he does. You can tell he doesn't just. This is not just his business. He respects these as animals. They're animals to him. They're not just some way for him to make money.
So yeah, he is one that I would recommend.
Yeah. If we were looking to get another one, we would, and we wanted to order off Morph Market, we would look at him first.
I would definitely.
Absolutely.
I would order from him again. Definitely.
Yep.
Let's see. We talked about how she was named.
Her birthday.
Yep.
Her birthday.
I love her markings. Her markings are awesome.
We got to show you her wrench.
She
She has a wrench right
Yeah.
there on her neck. Right there. She has a wrench.
She's got an adorable little wrench on her neck. And she's absolutely beautiful.
She is.
She was born November 11th of 25.
Day my dad died.
Which was another reason that I was like, no, she's meant to be with us.
Yep.
There was just little signs.
Take a sad day and turn it into a good day.
Yeah, there was little signs. Like, the day that her dad died was the day she was born. The fact that she was from Green Bay, and I'm a huge Green Bay fan. Just all these little things that I was like, no, she's meant to be with us.
Yep.
And we haven't regretted a second
No.
of it.
We haven't regretted any of these snakes. Because, oh my gosh.
She is just one of our best snakes.
She is. She is. So real quick, when she arrived, she weighed 191 grams. So she was March, so December, January, February, March. For almost 5 months old. So that's a good weight. That's a good weight. And she's now, what? 6 days ago. So she eats tomorrow. So you'll weigh her again tomorrow.
She'll eat again tomorrow, yeah. But when I weighed her on last Sunday, she was 329.
Yeah.
329 grams.
She's eating small rats.
Mm-hmm.
She's up to small rats now.
And she eats
once a week,
like a champ.
Once a week right now. She's not at the stage. She's not at the weight yet where we're gonna get her down to like every 10 days and then 14 days. She's still all of our snakes except for Franny, which we did a brief introduction on her, but we'll do the whole video on her too. She'll be the last one that we do because she's the last snake we got. But all of them eat once a week.
Personality-wise, though,
oh man,
this girl she's very chill, but very curious.
Like extremely curious. We now have 9 4x2x2 enclosures in the office. We call it Python Palace. My husband made this nice little baseboard, and we got stackers. Thanks to somebody on Facebook, he was able to 3D print stackers because DUBIA is always out of them. We love the DUBIA enclosures, but they're always out of the stackers. So he was able to 3D print some, and so we have just 3 stacks of 3. And if you're in there doing anything with any other snake, Jordyn's head is out. She's watching you, or she's coming all the way out. And
she's the first to come out.
She's the first to come out. She does not mind commotion. She doesn't mind chaos. She doesn't mind noise. She just doesn't mind anything. She just is so.
She doesn't
sweet
mind the
and
dogs
curious.
coming up to her. She doesn't mind the cats.
She'll recoil and then just go the other way. Like she doesn't like ball up. She doesn't strike at them. She just like, and then goes the other way. Like instantaneously. She doesn't even wait to see if it's safe. She knows she's safe. We have totally earned her trust. Right now, I have a 55-gallon fish tank in here that I no longer want. I'm trying to find a way to rehome the whole thing. Rehome the whole thing. And I want to move 2 of our snakes out here. I really want to. And Jordyn would definitely be one of them. We were thinking Johnny and Jordyn, but we might do Franny. Who knows? We might not do any. I don't know, but that would be because she could handle it out here with all the everything. She could handle it out here for sure. Yeah,
Definitely.
I mean, do you see? She's just chill and so sweet. She loves to kiss all over your. Well, we say kiss for her. She's sniffing. She's tongue flicking. Oh. If I can figure out, I have yet to figure out how to zoom in on a video. If I figure it out on here, I'm going to zoom in on that.
Did she yawn?
She just yawned.
Aww.
Rewind and zoom in. Watch. If you've never seen a ball python yawn, go watch it. It's cute. It's one of the cutest things they do. One of our favorite things to do now.
She's not. I mean,
she's not even a little head shy. Mm-mm.
Yeah, she lets you touch her. She's really good with that.
She's so good.
And
her colorings, her markings, she's gorgeous. She is just gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How cute are you? Yeah, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. So that's everything about Jordyn. Normally we take this portion to talk about God, and God definitely still has something to do with this.
Well, he does because God created.
God created.
God created this.
And he brought them into our lives.
Definitely. Absolutely.
I found this page on Facebook. It's called Emotional Support Pythons, ESP. Emotional Support Pythons. And I'm telling you, everything they post, I'm like, yes, Yes! Yes! And they're taking snakes to old folks' homes, nursing homes and stuff. And they love it. And taking them to schools. And kids love them because they're amazing. And her and I are going to look into doing this. Like taking some of our snakes that are more chill, like Jordyn, and taking them to places and just seeing. But we're looking at maybe doing that and taking them to some, just calling around and saying, hey, would you be willing to let us do this? And just see, because they really are very therapeutic. This last couple of weeks has been chaos to the extreme in this house.
I didn't know you could cuddle with a snake.
No, and you can.
And you can.
You can.
You absolutely
Especially the bigger they are. Franny, she's a cuddler. But even Jordyn, she's so chill. You can just put her right up, and she might still be moving around, but it's just like, it's a calming. There is something so amazing about even just watching them. Like one of our things that we do, she bought this like fold up, it kind of folds in on itself, but you unfold it and it's just this like hexagon type shape playpen for Juliet to play in. But we're using it for the snakes now too. We take one of our little bar stools, we turn it upside down and put it in the middle, so then they have rungs to climb on, and then we just put other things around, and we put all 9 snakes in there. And just watching them. Or we just take a bar stool and put one snake on it, just right here on the floor, and just watch. Obviously, we never leave them unattended. Ever, 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 not even for a second do we leave them unattended. We don't want to have a snake lost, and we don't want to have a snake injured. But it's just to watch them even. I tried looking up research on the benefits of using ball pythons as therapy pets. And there's just now studies coming out about reptiles in general, nothing specific about ball pythons, because I wanted to share like actual scientific fact. I can't. I can share with you experience. I can share with you experience with these two especially because they were both terrified of snakes. They're not good for me just because I've always loved snakes. They're good for her, and she couldn't stand them. She was terrified of them as of the first of this year. Same with my husband. So it's beyond amazing. And I ask, if you're watching this just out of curiosity about what is this channel about, or okay, what's the deal with these ball pythons? But you personally don't ever want one. You don't want one near you. And you're outside and you see a garter snake in your yard, or a rat snake, or even a rattlesnake. I don't care. Get it out of your yard. Fine. I have no problem with it. Spray it with water. It'll go. It will go. Please don't kill them. Please don't kill any snake. Any snake at all. Please, please, please don't kill them. They are so beneficial to the environment, including rattlesnakes. They kill a lot of things that we don't want in our yards and in our houses. But they're just trying to live their life. That's all they're trying to do is just live their life. Now, if you see a ball python out there, that's somebody's pet and it got loose. Yeah. So, and try to get it contained somewhere safe where it's not going to overheat and boil or freeze. One of the two. Take pictures, post, say, hey, I think somebody's pet got loose, because the ball pythons don't live here in the wild.
We were talking the other day about how therapeutic they were and how just watching them and the way that they move and how calming it is. And I had said that it kind of reminds me of when I watch a fire. How
hypnotic it can be.
Hypnotic. And I got to thinking about that afterwards, and I was like, it is very hypnotic watching it, but the difference between watching the fire versus the snake, the fire I tend to tune out. I'm very much in the moment with
mesmerized.
The snake.
Snakes are mesmerizing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It doesn't allow you to go off into because I'm very no, I don't. I'm very much in the present.
Yeah, the look and sound of a fire can just and you can close your eyes and just relax and feel the heat and hear it, and then you open your eyes and you see this beautiful flame dancing, and as long as it's not getting out and destroying your house, but it's wonderful and it's very hypnotic.
I get the same feelings of that with a snake, but I'm still in the present moment enjoying, and I can feel that calmness within me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's such a big difference. I really wish everybody had a chance to experience
Yeah.
this.
I think I talked about this in a different video, but when we had our yard sale, we had a few different people hold snakes that had never held a snake before, and there was not one of them that was like, okay, take it. I don't like it. Not one.
No,
not one. If they actually dared hold, they were like, oh, this is really cool. Oh, they're not slimy.
it wasn't really what they expected, but
not even a little bit what they expected.
They were happy with it. Yeah.
Yep. Hopefully someday there will be scientific data to back this up. I would love that. I would love that. Like I said, the last couple of weeks have been very chaotic, and I always love holding them, but I've literally had a physical craving to go hold them because it calms me. It's just calming. And I sit here and I hold them and I pray and I talk to God about this, that, and them. And I just thank God so much for ever creating these animals and for bringing them into our lives and for giving us the ability to care for them, because our lives would be so different without them.
I don't even want to think about
where
I'd be right now.
I don't either. I would be okay because I have God. God is first and foremost, but God is all-knowing, and He did an amazing thing by bringing these animals into our lives.
God knew what we needed.
Yep. Little bit more now, and then the video will be over. And it's only 30 minutes right now, so this isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. All right. So I'm gonna recap a few things that I've talked about. Maybe just a couple of things that we've talked about or mentioned in previous videos. We do have Patreon. Right now we have no subscribers. That's not surprising. We don't have a lot of subscribers on YouTube yet. But we do have Patreon. What I'm going to tell you guys is that we're going to be breeding our pythons. It was going to be a while before we were breeding, and it's still going to be a while, but not as long anymore because we now have Franny. Franny is old enough to breed. She's not big enough yet, though. Like she was fed perfectly fine. She's very, very healthy. But because a female ball python goes off of food for 4 to 6 months when they're breeding, they need to be really, really overfed almost. They need to have a lot of fat reserves to live on. So she's close, but not there yet. And we have a male who's going to be, Phoenix, is going to be 1 year old next month. They need to be 12 to 18 months old, and they need to be he needs to be about 300 grams heavier than what he is. That doesn't take long when you're eating what he eats.
Yeah. He'll be there. He'll be there soon.
Yeah. So we're just saying, now it's going to take a little bit longer for our other girls to be ready to breed. So it's not like we're going to be breeding, and we're not going to overbreed. We're never going to do that because these are still our pets. Mm-hmm. We love these guys. If we find out that this is not good, that one of the snakes gets egg bound or whatever, no, it's done. That's it. These are our pets beyond anything. But we will be breeding, and Patreon subscribers will get first dibs on any babies, and they will have the exclusive hatching videos. Any videos that we do updating on the egg incubation, any videos on hatching, anything will only be on Patreon. They will not be on Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube. They will not. Only for Patreon. So speaking of that, please follow us on Facebook. Go to Cravey Snavies on Facebook. Follow us there. We are on TikTok. Cravey Snavies on TikTok. Follow us everywhere. That way, if we post just to one, like I did a birthday video for a Lily, and I was able to share it on Facebook and TikTok, but not on YouTube. I edited that video probably 10 times trying to get it to pass YouTube regulations for copyright for music, and it just wouldn't. I changed the music like literally 5-6 times, shortened it, expanded it. It was ridiculous, so I finally just took it down. So there's not a birthday video for Lily on YouTube, but there is on TikTok and Facebook. So there's going to be different things that are going to happen like that. Follow us everywhere if you can. What we really, really, really would love your help with, help us get to 100 subscribers on YouTube. 100. We have a few ideas of contests of things we want to do, but with the subscribers that we have now, that wouldn't be, it wouldn't be an exciting contest. It wouldn't be anything big. Get us to 100. Help us get to 100 because there will be a contest at 100 subscribers. We have a few different options in mind. Maybe, I don't know, a Golden Noodle Award. Maybe a role in an episode of something. Who knows? Who knows? And merch is coming. Merch is coming. We did a teaser a while back, and we didn't give away what was being done. I'm going to tell you. We're going to tell you what it is because we're struggling with getting it done just because of some equipment malfunctions. But we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done. But we are gonna do a 2027 calendar of our Snabies and Juliet. She gets to have part in this. Actually, so Franny will not be the last introduction video. She will be the last snake introduction video, but there will be one on Juliet. We are absolutely gonna do a video on Juliet for sure. She's amazing. She's amazing. Anyway, so merch is coming. I can tell you we're gonna do a calendar. I can tell you that there would be shirts available. I can tell you that we are going to do magnets of our logo and probably the logos of our 3 series and each snake. There will be just little magnets, you know, among other things. We still have other things in mind too that, you know, like cloth tote bags with our logo, maybe a snake, maybe, I mean, who knows? The possibilities are endless, but merch is coming. I'm researching websites to use for that specific purpose. We're still working on some things here. Equipment here. We need to get some things sorted out. But right now, merch wouldn't sell because we don't have enough subscribers. So please, please, please help us get to 100 subscribers. First of all, we want to share how amazing ball pythons are. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. If we can change one person's mind, hello. If we can change one person, I mean, look at this little face. Look at this little face right here. Look at that little face. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How in the world can somebody look at that little face and be, oh, icky. Oh, icky. Mwah. We kiss our snakes a lot.
We do.
It's kind of an obsession. We are, you know, hi, baby. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you. But we want to share how amazing these creatures are. Oh my gosh. I've loved snakes since I was 12 years old, and I didn't even know how amazing they are. And we want to share God's love. We need to share God's love. We need to share the news of Jesus. We need to share how amazing Jesus is.
And I spent 49 years not liking snakes at all and being scared of them to the point where I would not want to even be in a room with a snake.
Yeah.
So
please help us get to 100 subscribers. Share this. Ask your friends to follow. Ask your friends to I don't care. We can't do any of this without you. We cannot. We can just sit here and talk to a camera and put it on YouTube and then nobody ever watches it.
We need your help.
We need your help. We would love your help. We appreciate your help. We appreciate the fact that you already watch right now. We appreciate your patience with what's going on with our lives right now. It's just very busy. We're not forgetting about this. We are absolutely not forgetting about this channel. We love this channel. Everywhere we go, people ask us about our shirts because we each have Crazy Snavy shirts. And people, what is that? So we tell them that, oh, okay. Whether anybody's, you know, we do have some new followers. So I don't know if anybody, you know, from those shirts or not, but yay. So yeah, merch is coming, all that stuff. Patreon, follow us on Facebook and TikTok. Hi, baby. And say bye, Jordyn. She doesn't talk. But, as always, God is good.
all the time.
All the time.
God is good.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in July. Please share this. Help us get to those 100 subscribers, please.
Bye.
God bless. Bye.